Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, gang. This is your host, C. Michael Stanley for Kingdom Sports. I'm excited. One of my favorite sports is in this postseason right now, and I just have a good time enjoying those playoff games. And we just came out of the NCAA March Madness. Go back and look at that previous pod. My March Madness Final Four picks were on point this year, so go back and check that out. But we're going to be talking about the NBA play-in. Kingdom Sports Live, Kingdom Speaks Network. Shout out to my lovely wife, the founder and CEO of Kingdom Speaks Network, to One to Stanley. Like, comment, and share. Tag your sports friends. Anybody you know like sports, tag your church, because this is Kingdom Sports. So tag your church when to shout out churches out. And yeah, we're ready. We're ready. So the play-in kicked off already. I kind of made like a few preview picks for the play-in. But it kind of shifted as the season ended on last weekend. But I did predict the Warriors winning their game and the Hornets winning their game. But I wasn't expecting the Suns to lose, and I wasn't expecting my beloved Magic to lose. So now, because they lost, they have another chance to play tonight. So tonight, we got the Suns versus the Warriors. What I saw from the Warriors the other night, it was a vintage Steph Curry, Draymond Green performance. It was exciting to see Steph Curry the threes, Draymond Green really lock up Kawhi Leonard. So based on what I saw, and then the way the Blazers beat the Suns, based on what I saw, the Suns should win this game. But based on what I saw this week in the play-in games, I'm going to take the Warriors. I'm going to take the Warriors. And then we'll come back and discuss what I think they're going to do against the Thunder. Now, to the other play-in game tonight. Now, I'm going to go against the grain because I just picked the Warriors based on what I saw this week. Based on what I saw from the Magic and the Hornets, I should pick the Hornets. I think the whole country is picking the Hornets. The Hornets had an epic game with the Miami Heat the other night. Those guys have been playing some excellent basketball probably since the All-Star break. A young team, but they're clicking. They're fun to watch. I enjoyed watching them the other night. I watched that whole game the other night. And then I saw my Magic play the next night, thinking they're going to take care of business, and the Hornets will play the Sixers and beat the Sixers. Unfortunately, my beloved Orlando Magic lost to the Sixers. And it seemed like half the team didn't want to play. So with that being said, my head says go with the Hornets. My head says go with the Hornets. My head says, based on what they did this week in their first two playing games, where in their first playing games for each team respectively, the Hornets should come and blow the Magic out, based on what we saw. But my heart, I'm a die-hard Orlando Magic fan. It was Shaquille O'Neal in 1992 getting drafted by the Orlando Magic that turned me into a basketball fan, and then that turned me into a sports fan, period. Because I didn't watch sports back then. I didn't watch sports growing up. One of my brothers watched it, and he was a little different, so I thought, because he watched it, I was like, that can't be cool. I love my brother, but he was just a different kind of guy. But when Orlando Magic drafted Shaquille O'Neal, we got Penny Hardaway, and you guys know the history of that. So I've been a Magic fan. You guys know my Cowboys is my football team, and my heart going to go with the Magic, so I'm going to be rooting for the Magic. But again, my head says the Hornets. My head says the Hornets. Yeah, the championship DNA definitely came out of Kansas, by the Golden State. Even the coach was excited. He was at they even won a championship by winning that play-in game. So I expect them to just topple the Suns. I really do. I really do. Yeah. The Hornets should win, but I'm gonna be rooting for the Magic. I'm gonna be rooting for the Magic. But they are playing in Orlando, Evangelist. The game is in Orlando. So that could give us some type of competitive edge. And hopefully we have some of those guys bounce back, especially Paolo Banchero. He's slated. He's penciled. Not picked in yet, but he's penciled to be our franchise player. So he had a terrible game. The other night. Shout out to Desmond Bain. I know he was able to overpaid for him, but I was rating all those picks. But he came to play. Paolo did not. Fran still coming back from injury. Man, our center worries me. Wendell Carter Seems like a nice guy, but I don't know. Sometimes he worried me. But I saw some good things from Bane. Saw some good things from Anthony Black. Suggs, he wants to be a defensive ace. Man, Tyrese Maxey gave Suggs the business. And speaking of all of that, I've been calling for the coach's head. I hate to call for a coach's head, but I've been calling for the coach's head since mid-season for the Orlando Magic. He was good as they're up and coming up, but to make this next step and trying to be a perennial playoff team and possible contender, I think we're going to need a new voice in there. Because the way Tyrese Maxey did us the other night, I didn't see any adjustments made. And then the defense we played at that one possession where Andre Drummond hit a three to put a nail in the coffin, I don't know what we were trying to run. We were trying to run a zone. I don't know what we had going on. And the offense is not fluid. It's like we just take turns either giving the ball to Paolo or giving the ball to Franz and trying to make them go one-on-one. But I don't see any cuts. I don't see any movement. This is modern basketball. You know, the Golden State Warriors changed how the game was played. And you see a lot more teams playing like that. The Hornets play like that. They're free-flowing. They're cutting to the basket. They're making cuts with screens for threes, I should say, screens for threes. And I'm not seeing my Magic do that. And I saw him barking out things. I saw him have energy. I'm thankful for his energy, but the proper in-game adjustments, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing them being set up for success. I'm not seeing them develop the way they develop. So if my Magic do lose tonight, I expect us not to only lose the game, but we definitely would lose our coach. But I'm rooting for the Magic. I'm going to pick the Magic, but my head says the Hornets going to blow them out. That's my head, my heart. I'm a Magic fan, so I'm going to go out fighting with them. All right, now, after these play-in games, we got the playoffs kicking off tomorrow. So we got, let me go in order. With the first game, we got the Cavaliers and the Raptors. I'm going to go ahead and do my series picks right now, and then we'll check on the progress next week. Cavaliers and the Raptors, I'm going to go take the Cavaliers in 5 or 6. Cavaliers in 5 or 6. We got James Harden with the crew, Donovan Mitchell. I think they're pretty healthy. I can think of Evan Mobley, Garrett. You know, their main 4 guys I think are healthy coming in. So I expect them to. Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to take the Raptors in 5. Raptors are a young up-and-coming team. This is their first time in the playoffs together. They might squeeze out at least 1, maybe 2, but I'm going to go with the Cavaliers in 5 for that series. The next game we're going to see is the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Now, this should be the best first-round series. We know these teams have played each other the last couple of years. We know the Timberwolves have been to the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years. So, with that history, I'm taking the Timberwolves in 6. So, we'll go back and revisit that. I need to take some notes. Matter of fact, let me add some notes in my comments here. Got Cavs in 5. So we can go back and look at this on next week. T-Wolves in 6. Oh, man, you lined up with me. Yes, sir. All right, then the third game tomorrow, we got the Hawks and the Knicks. Man, the Hawks are looking scary, but they're too young. I'm taking the Knicks in 5. Give me the Knicks in 5. But the Hawks are scary now. The Hawks are scary, but they're too young. I'm taking the Knicks in 5 on that one. All right, Houston and L.A. Man, Lakers are wilted. 2 of the top 3 guys are out. Maybe they can come back. If they come back, we may have to have a different discussion. But as it's set, they might win 1 game. So I'm going to do another gentleman's sweep. Rockets in 5. So we got a lot of gentleman's sweeps going on here. Sweeps, I should say. All right. I think that's our last game for Saturday. Okay, let's look at the Sunday games. Let's check out the Sunday games. All right, up next we got the Celtics and the Sixers. I'm gonna take another gentleman sweep here. And this could be a possible sweep as well with Joel Embiid being out. But if he comes back, they could, be a difference maker. But I'm going to say Celtics in 5 over the Sixers. Celtics in 5. All right. Next game on that day is going to be the Thunder based on my prediction for tonight, it's going to be the Thunder against the Warriors at 3:30 Sunday afternoon. Because of the fight in the Warriors, I go Thunder in 6. But the Warriors may shock the world and knock the Thunder off. You never know. It won't surprise me. But I'm going to go Thunder in 6. But what I saw Draymond do to Kawhi last night, if he can take the time of the SGA in the fourth quarters, hey, you never know. But Thunder in 6. I think the Warriors can get 2 games. But winning the series is going to be tough against the defending champs. But again, it is the Warriors championship pedigree, championship coaching, championship experience. You never know. We could have an 8-1 upset. All right, 6 o'clock game on Sunday. 6:30, I should say. We got the Magic, based on my pick for the play-in, against the Pistons. This is going to be my upset pick. I'm putting this disclaimer. If my Magic win or if my Hornets win, this is my upset pick of the first round. I'm picking either the Magic or the Hornets over the Pistons in 6. This is my upset pick of the first round of the playoffs. So I'm going to do Magic/Hornets in 6. Oh, this is going to let me tag Orlando Magic. Give me 1 second. Let me tag my team here. So Magic or Hornets in 6. My upset pick of the first round. Detroit has had a great season. Cade Cunningham is a baller. Jalen Duren is a baller. They can play good defense. But the experience is like, I think they're the team that's ripe for an upset. I think they're the team that's ripe for the upset. And then the last game of the night on Sunday night, this will be my first sweep. I mean, I'm loving Wembanyama. He's definitely turning into the next guy to lead the NBA. I love watching him. Fun guy to watch. Fun guy to listen to. I'm just enjoying his growth. He's only 21 years old. He's doing much better than I anticipated. And he talks that smack like I love. Some good wholesome trash. He's ready to take it down everybody. So this is going to be my first sweep that I'm calling in the first round. I'm picking the Spurs in 4 over the Blazers. The Blazers played some good ball against the Suns the other night. But I think that's the highlight of their season. Now, they're going to be an up-and-coming team come next year. Dame Lillard should be back with the young guys. They got a few vets over there, too, like Drew Holiday and a couple other guys. So they'll be a team to watch next year with Dame Lillard added to that equation. I'm taking the Spurs in 4. Blazers might get 1. I'll go Spurs in 4. Spurs in 1. So, recap. I got a minute left. I promise I'm about to get off at 5:15. So, recap. I got the Warriors tonight, the Hornets tonight. Then, in the series, I got the Cavs in 5, the T-Wolves in 6, the Knicks in 5, the Rockets in 5, the Celtics in 5, the Thunder in 6, the Magic or the Hornets in 6 over Detroit in my upset pick, and then my sweep of the first round, the Spurs in 4. So that's our time today, guys. We'll be back next week. We'll see how these playoffs are going, see if our play-in picks are right. I'm excited. Basketball every night until June almost. So we're going to have some great games, some great basketball, some great stars that's getting some shine and getting some development. We're going to start seeing the new people that's going to be taking that torch of the NBA. Guys like Ant Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Wembanyama, the guys up in Toronto. We got B.I. He's been in the league a little while, Brandon Ingram. But then we got the other guy up there playing Scotty Barnes. So we're going to start seeing these young guys coming up and ready to take the torch. LeBron and Steph and KD and all those guys, they're winding down. They're winding down. So we're going to start seeing these guys take the torch, and I'm excited for this basketball. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. God bless. Keeneland Sports is out.